Hey you guys, today I wanted to come on here and share really quick with you one of my favorite ways that you can set yourself up for success throughout the week for your nutrition. And that is around meal prepping, but I want to talk about a specific type that I am calling restaurant style meal prep. So in every restaurant that I've ever worked in, they do this style of meal prepping, which is really just prep in a restaurant. That's what you'd call it, prep. But the idea here that's different from normal meal prepping that we might be used to at home is that you're not fully cooking a whole meal or several portions of a meal that's all the same type of food. So for example, in normal home meal prep, you would make like a full lasagna or a batch of chili, let's say, right? And you have several portions of that same type of food that you're going to eat throughout the week. However, in restaurant meal prep, it's a little bit different because we are not making the same exact food to be enjoyed over several days. We're setting ourselves up with this like foundation of foods that are like halfway ready to go, and then we go ahead and put the final touches on that food when it's time to eat. So this means that the prep for restaurant style meal prep is really easy. It's not as in depth as if you had to go through with the full lasagna recipe, let's say, right? And you get a ton of flexibility in what you're eating throughout the week, because eating lasagna like 7 days in a row, I don't know about you, but I probably wouldn't want to do that. So this style meal prep gives you tons of flexibility in what you're eating throughout the week, and just makes things a little bit more exciting, especially if you want something that's hot versus something that's cold. So this gives you a lot of room for just making something that you feel like on the fly. So restaurant style meal prep, what is it? Like I said, this is where you're kind of half prepping things. So I'm going to give you an example. For vegetables, what this could look like is just cutting up a bunch of vegetables. So right here, I have some peppers that I diced up nice and small, and I can use this in a lot of different ways. I can saute this into eggs for breakfast. I could mix it into a salad for lunchtime, or into like a tuna or a chicken salad, or I could saute it into a stir fry at night, or I could add it to a soup if I wanted to do that. So I am setting myself up for success by having these veggies ready to go, but there's so many different things that you can do with them when it is time to actually make the meal. And you don't have to cut them when it's time to make the meal. So it's saving you that convenient step, and then you can eat them however you like throughout the week. So that's for vegetables, and you can do that with any vegetables, really. The next thing is your carbohydrate or your starch. So you can go ahead and cook off a batch of plain carbohydrate or starches as you like. So I have quinoa here, but you can do this with pasta, with potatoes, sweet potatoes, other grains like farro. If you just cook them off and really don't add too much flavor to them, they are this really nice, high quality carbohydrate base that you can go ahead and cook or enjoy however you want down the road for the rest of the week. So for your carbohydrate, for example, for this guy, the quinoa, this is great because I can make a salad out of it, and it's really hot right now, it's summertime, so that would be awesome. But I could also add this to like a bowl, so I could heat it up and then add some like a stir fry that I might use with my peppers here and some chicken and stuff, and then add it on top of there. So tons of stuff that you can do with your carbohydrate. Okay, so next we have the protein. And here I have some grilled chicken that I seasoned with some spices that would go really well with several different types of cuisines or types of foods that I might want to make. So for example, this chicken has salt and pepper, garlic, onion powder, and chili flakes on it. And as you can imagine a lot of different ways that we could use this chicken. It could be in some sort of salad again. I could use it in a stir fry with the peppers or something. I could add this to tacos. There's so much you can do with this chicken that's kind of plainly seasoned. It doesn't have no flavor, but it has a flavor that's really easy to build off of in several different directions. I can heat this up. I can eat it cold. So there's so much you can do. The point here is that you're building the foundation that you can build on further for each meal that you cook throughout the week. Those are kind of the main parts of your meal. You have your vegetable, your carbohydrate, and your protein food. And then on top of that, what I also like to do is make some sort of sauce, because a lot of times the sauce is what really makes the meal taste awesome. So this one, I have this little like avocado curry herby type of sauce that I made up. And this is gonna go well with all of these ingredients in several different ways. Like I could put this on the chicken, I could mix it into the quinoa and make like a really yummy salad type of thing. So this is pretty versatile as well. This obviously has a lot more directive in terms of flavor of where I'm taking this type of sauce. It has kind of like this Southeast Asian feel to it. So this is a little bit more like it is what it is, versus all of these other guys, they can be pretty flexible in what they become in your meal. So the last part of restaurant meal prep, or really home meal prep, is your fruit. So for this guy, I just have a bunch of watermelon cut up, and of course you can enjoy this just as is, as part of your snack or breakfast or whatever, or you can add it to other meals, like you can add it on top of yogurt, you can add it into the salad if you make a salad, so that one's a little bit more straightforward. But for the other guys, the takeaway that I want you to have is that you have your protein, you have your starch, you got your vegetable, and you're prepping them in a way that will allow you to build off of them further and have a lot of flexibility in what you're going to be making down the week. So I hope those tips help you and gives you another way that you can think about meal prep and do it in a way that's really flexible for you and helps you be happy and kind of excited about what your meals are going to be coming up throughout the week, and also of course giving you that convenience factor. These things are almost ready to go for a meal, so it's a lot easier to eat according to your nutrition goals throughout the week. So thanks for watching, and I hope it helps.